Seattle's Chinatown International District is well known for its color and cultural history, a history that some say could soon fade away.
I keep fighting, keep telling the people of the threat of gentrification of our community.
Tam Nguyen owns the Tamarind Tree restaurant in Little Saigon, a popular eatery on some property that's popular with developers too. Just down the road on Jackson, crews are working on an 8-story complex with 200-plus apartments, hotel rooms, and more. It's one of dozens of projects now underway in the CID, a neighborhood roughly bounded by 4th Avenue, Yesler Way, Boren Avenue, and South Dearborn.
We've not seen development in this neighborhood.
The city wants to guide this new growth with a new upzoning plan, adding a modest 10 to 30 feet of allowable height to most buildings across the CID. But the challenge for many of the small businesses and nonprofits who rent here is the block is already zoned for 65 feet. An upzone of 20 additional feet makes a new development more lucrative, potentially, like the ambitious project planned in the spot where Nguyen's restaurant is.
This is the opportunity for us to do the right thing.
Nguyen has testified to the city council that he's not against growth, but he is worried that as new buildings come in and rents go up, his future and the future of other small stores so important to this area's identity could be in trouble.
It's a threat. It's a real threat to our community. I just worry that we may not have Little Saigon anymore once the developer developed in this area.
All right, guys, come on in.
That concern is very real, says Evan Chan, whose family has owned the Four Seas restaurant at King and 8th in Chinatown's core since 1935.
Development is kind of a very scary process for everybody.
But Chan says behind that fear is opportunity. His family is considering keeping a retail operation on the first floor, but teaming up with a nonprofit to build 111 affordable housing units above it.
This community and neighborhood means a lot to us.
In a highly competitive restaurant scene in Chinatown, the Four Seas is shuttered at lunchtime, open only for dinner.
It's been a little bit of a challenge of late.
But with the upzone, which includes a push from the city to add 150 affordable units, as well as market rate units, Chan sees a chance for the CID to get up to speed with the growth the rest of Seattle is seeing.
With the possibility of development and having more residents and people calling it home, I think it could be an exciting way of kind of getting more people here and revitalize the neighborhood.
I'm confident that this is sort of a good integrated strategy to uplift the area.
City Council President Bruce Harrell says the CID is in need of help. A 2011 upzone brought little, if any, new building to this neighborhood, which in some places looks almost unchanged compared to 60 years ago.
We don't want it to get to be a dilapidated area, and we want to encourage some developments.
The council's upzone plan would exclude the neighborhood's historic core, roughly between 5th Avenue and I-5 and South Jackson and Weller.
We need more tools, resources that address displacement concerns across our entire community.
Yet still, Harrell and the council are getting some pushback from community groups asking for more affordable housing units than the 7% requirement the city plans to place on developers. The council is also hearing from neighbors worried about the number of homeless people in the CID and several public safety concerns.
I think we're heading the right way and we're truly listening to the community.
Yet Harrell believes the city has found the right balance between helping small businesses, building housing, and providing services that should help the CID grow while still protecting its multi-ethnic roots.
To do nothing to me is unacceptable, but to do something in terms of economic activity, economic vibrancy, strong public safety, cleaning up the area, that's what we're trying to do.
Harrell says the strong community leaders of the CID will help preserve its cultural heritage too. But right now, some of those leaders are not in full agreement as to how a neighborhood built by Asian immigrants will move into the 21st century.
Right now, we don't know what's the rent going to be. And so we don't know what is our future going to be.
You feel the pressure of the development starting to happen here. It is scary, but it's also exciting.